sausage. I got my barbecue shoes on. Going down to the house for sausage. I got my barbecue shoes on. Gonna burn me a brat in a red hot foot long.
Welcome to BBQPitBoys.com. Today we're making up some bacon steak kebabs on the grill. All right, this is real easy to do. Here I've got about a pound of thick cut bacon. This is American style pork belly bacon. It's thick cut. And we're going to partially cook this bacon first here before we start putting our kebabs together. All right. Now, here I've got a nice piece of beef steak. This here happens to be what they call a London broil or a top round steak. And here I've got some bell peppers, and here I've got some onions. I've got some garlic powder. I've got some thyme. That's crushed thyme there. I've got some red pepper flakes. Here I've got some good oil. And there's some Worcestershire sauce. I've got some red wine vinegar. And I got my favorite spices, a little coarse salt and black pepper. And here we've got about foot-long wood skewers. All right, let's put this together. Man, there's nothing like beef skewers on the grill, man. You got to check this out. So let's get going here by cutting up this steak into about 1.5 inch cubes. Now, that's kind of easy to do. Now, you can have your butcher do this for you, but you can save yourself some money. Just buy yourself a nice piece of steak and cut them up yourself. All right, I really don't need to show you much of that. Just about 1.5 inch cubes will do. Good. Now, because this is this here is a fairly tough piece of meat, what you want to do is marinate it, and you especially want to do this with top round steak or bottom round steak, or even a sirloin steak. We're going to marinate it for maybe a couple hours, and to do that, we'll throw about 1/2 cup of good oil here. It could be olive oil, canola oil. And to that, we're going to add about 4 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. And here I'm going to use about 1 teaspoon, 1.5 teaspoons of garlic powder. I'm using about 1 teaspoon of crushed thyme. And here I'm going to use about 1 tablespoon of red pepper flakes. Now, of course, you can add your own spices. Make it your own, but this works real well. You got to check this out. And then to this, we're going to add about 1/4 cup of what they call red wine vinegar here. Regular vinegar will do. And here I'm going to put about 1 tablespoon of coarse black pepper and salt. All right. Now, you want to marinate this at least an hour, hour and a half. You can go 4 to 6. Now, if you're using a good ribeye steak or something like this, of course, you won't need to marinate it long. This will help tenderize it. So we're going to put it back in the cooler here. Now, let's get these veggies cut up. Check this bacon first here. We're going to flip it. Like I said, you only want to partially cook this. smells good. Clear off the table. All right, now let's cut up these veggies. Now here I'm using some red bell pepper. You can of course use green bell pepper if you want. If you don't like bell peppers, you don't have to use it. This will give you a couple ideas. And then you want to cut up some onions into some wedges. Now you know all about that. I don't have to show you this. Just want to make about 1.5 inch wedges. Now these bacon steak kebabs go real good. Tailgating, family picnic. You bring out a plate full of these kebabs. You're going to have a lot of people want to come over your pit. We'll do the same here with the onion. All right. Time to pull this bacon off the grill. Now the reason we like to cook our bacon up first, give it a little smoke, is because the steak cook real quick on these skewers. So we get started early with the bacon. It's a nice flavor and ends up nice and crispy with the steak. All right, now this steak has been marinating for a while, and maybe 2 hours. Like I said, you could maybe go 4 to 6 if you want. Depends upon what kind of steak you got here. All right. Now, I'm going to take some of these slices of bacon. We'll wrap them around a piece of steak. We'll slide it on the skewer. Now we'll take an onion wedge. Do the same thing. Grab one of these pieces of bell pepper here. Just repeat the process over and over. It's about the most difficult thing of doing this recipe. Man, are you getting hungry or what? All right, got one skewer. And then we're going to place it, of course, opposite the hot coals. And we're going to be running a temperature in this grill, about 300 degrees Fahrenheit. You do it this way, they'll come out moist and tender every time. I think you get the idea how this is done. Real easy. when you're doing these kebabs opposite the hot coals, you don't need to pre-soak your wood skewers. They'll just do fine just like that. All right. Now, this will be about 20 minutes, maybe 25, 300 degrees Fahrenheit, like I said. Now, we're about halfway through this, maybe 15 or 20 minutes. This is where I'm going to come in and rotate these kebabs. Just to get a little more even cooking going on here. Man, he smells good. All right, about another 15 minutes. All right, through the miracle of time, these bacon steak kebabs are done. Man, take a look at that. It's time to plate it up. Now, I like to throw some shredded cheese on the top. This here's a provolone.
Got my BBQ shoes on. Gonna throw up some legs and get some barbecue action.
All right. Now, I'm just going to have to try one of these right in front of you. I do apologize.
My stomach just went to
So the next time you're looking for a recipe for your barbecue, you check out the BBQPitBoys.com.